So you're thinking about making a move to Aubrey, Texas? Well, you came to the right place because today we're going to be covering the pros and cons, the good and the bad of living in Aubrey, Texas. And you're going to want to stick around because we're getting after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel, subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current real estate market here in North Dallas, or like today, Aubrey, Texas. My name is Preston. We get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day looking to make a move to North Dallas, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Dallas. Now let's jump right into the pros and cons of Aubrey, Texas. Aubrey is known as the horse capital of Texas and is a small community just northwest of Dallas. The population there right now is almost 9,000 people, which doesn't sound like a lot, but just a few years prior, it was about 3,000 people. So it is one of the fastest growing areas in all of North Texas, and it's a great community that's growing rapidly because it is so great. So it's got that awesome small town feel. That's going to be our first pro of the day, is just the small town community feel. Everybody knows everybody. If you're driving through the neighborhood, you're going to get waved at. There's nothing you can do about it. That's just how we roll here. It's just a small southern town with friendly people all around. I know lots of great families, realtors in that area, and they absolutely love it. It's going to be one of those places where most of the neighbors are out and they know each other. People talk to everybody. So if that's not really your thing, maybe it's not for you, but I love that type of feeling in a town, especially one that's growing rapidly and that keeps that small family-friendly environment. So if that's kind of your vibe, it's a great place for you. The second pro of the day would be affordability. Aubrey is one of the most affordable places in the DFW area. Because it is a little bit further out, you're going to get a lot more for your money. So the recent reports here this summer, Aubrey was about $214 a foot, which has gone up quite a bit. But if you compare that to Prosper, which was almost $260 or so a foot, Salina was about $250 a foot. It makes a huge difference in the amount you're paying for a home when you add that up times the square footage. So if you want to get a nice house, a big house in a newer area, and you're okay with a little bit extra drive, you can definitely get a more affordable home in this area. And I think it's totally worth it. For me personally, I tell people all the time, if you're looking, in a certain price point, and you're okay with the drive, you're going to get a lot newer home in these outskirt type areas compared to if you were in the city, such as Plano or Allen, Frisco, and those types of areas where a lot of the homes are going to be older and you don't get as much for the price. So you can get say a 2,000 square foot house that's 30 years old down in Plano, maybe a little closer to work, or you can go out in the outskirts and get that same house for the same price, only brand new. So it's kind of up to you whether you're okay with a little bit of a drive. The next pro would have to be safety. Of course, when most people that are moving here with their family, whether it's relocating for a job or whatnot, and they always want to know, is this a safe area? Well, most of the North Dallas areas are very safe, but Aubrey is one of the top on that list. It is the 6th safest Dallas suburb in all of the Dallas area. So, and it was also ranked A+ by niche.com as one of the safest areas around. So if you want a safe, family-friendly environment where your kids can walk down the street, hang out with their neighbors' kids, and you don't really have to worry, and everything's good, this is one of those places for you. That's kind of what I look for, especially when I'm moving a family here. So if you're worried about crime and safety, it's one of the best. So awesome place for families and to get out and not have to worry about petty crime and things like that. Another pro would be that this is an up and coming community, so everything is pretty new. Houses are brand new for the most part. The only old area really is near the downtown area, so And with all the growth comes new development as well. So a lot of the shops, restaurants, and the homes that are being built there and the homes that you may be purchasing in the future are going to be a newer home. So like I said, and when you go into the older, closer areas to Dallas, a lot of the places are really old. When you go out to the outskirts where everything's developing, everything's going to be brand new. So that's a plus for some of the people out there. The last pro would have to be the outdoors in Aubrey. So you're going to see that there's tons of horses, fields, ranches, and you also have a quick drive to Lake Ray Roberts and Ray Roberts State Park, which is a just about 4,000 acre park just north of Aubrey near Pilot Point, which is just north of Aubrey itself. So if you want to get out with the family, go fishing, hiking, camping, anything like that, you have that at your disposal. And when you're driving around, you have scenic views all over the place with horse ranches and things like that. It's something that I enjoy personally. I'm always in the city, it seems like, so it's nice to be able to get out and get away, but still be semi-close to the city. So let's go ahead and jump into the cons. So the first con would have to be entertainment. So Aubrey itself is a small community. Like I said, there's only about 9,000 people there right now. So they have a cute little downtown, some small little shops and locations like that, and restaurants. But if you're looking for the nightlife, entertainment, things like that, you're gonna have to drive a little bit and go to neighboring areas like Frisco. So if you want to be right on top of all the things going on, which is not my style, and some of you out there it may be, then it may not be the best place for you. Of course, as the community develops and grows and continues to build new places, then that's going to change. But for right now, it is a pretty quiet town. The next con for some people would have to be location. So the location of Aubrey is a little bit further out there. You're only 15 miles from Denton, which is pretty far north. And then you are about 20 miles from Frisco. So to me, that's not a bad drive. It's not a big deal. But if you're somebody who's commuting to places like Dallas, it's going to be 50 minutes to an hour to get to Dallas, depending on when you leave. So if you're somebody working in that area or need to be in the city quite often, it could be quite a trip for you and may not be the best option. So just keep that in mind. It is a little bit further out there compared to other surrounding DFW neighborhoods. The last con would have to be the roads out in Aubrey. So if you ever drive through Aubrey, which if you come down here, you definitely will, you're gonna see that these back roads with these scenic views that are amazing, there are potholes and bumps everywhere. You have to keep your eyes on the road. Do not text and drive while driving through Aubrey. I recently did a showing over there the other day, and as soon as I take my eyes off the road, I'm hitting bumps left and right. So you definitely have to be careful. Some of the main roadways, of course, are great. The ones in the neighborhood are usually great. But if you were driving through Aubrey itself and driving through some of these scenic back roads, they're pretty rough overall. So that's pretty similar to some of the other surrounding areas, but something that really stuck out to me while I was driving through there the other day. Overall, I think Aubrey is a fantastic place to live. Like I said, it's a little further out, but it's going to be an up-and-coming, amazing community like it is already. Fantastic neighborhoods and a wonderful place to live. So if this is a place that you're interested in, make sure you check out the vlog tour, the map video, and all the other surrounding neighborhoods. And remember to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Dallas. I hope to see you around town.